Today, I have for you a gem of a watch from Christopher Ward. They have been coming out with some huge releases lately, especially the Bel Canto, which looks like an awesome watch. The watch I have today is a much simpler watch than that, though. It is an update on the Cranwell. It is the Cranwell Series 2. Big thanks to Christopher Ward for lending this in for a few days for us to take a test drive with and for me to put together this video for you. So let's get to it and check out the watch. Now, Christopher Ward has recently updated a few watches in their military line, the Dartmouth, the Sandhurst, and their pilot watch, the Cranwell I have here today. There's now a Series 2 version of each of those watches. A couple years back, I had in the original Cranwell, and to the eye, the biggest visual difference is the logo. I know everyone has different feelings about the progression of the Christopher Ward logo. It almost feels like they were trolling us in a way, but I think they really cleaned up the look of their recent dials with the Two Flags logo. The dial and the watch itself is a modern take on the JLC and IWC 6B 346 pilot watches. It's no copy of those watches by any means, but that was the inspiration of the Cranwell. The dial is a matte black with contrasting white hands and markers. They're also using old radium loom on the markers at every 15 minutes, as well as on the loomed areas of the hour and minute hands. The handset is the perfect length with the second and minute hand reaching well into the minute track and the hour hand touching that inner printed circle that has small markers at every hour. That, along with the large Arabic numerals, make for a highly legible watch. The loom is top notch. I had to catch an early flight last week and had this on the nightstand. No problem at all reading it after quite a few hours. It's got a good, even application of loom across the hands and markers. The case is Christopher Ward's light catcher case, which is really well designed and easy to wear. There is lots of little details with polish work transitioning to brushed surfaces, and the lines between the finishes is good and sharp. It is a very well finished case, and it conforms just about perfectly with the wrist with those downward curving lugs. The case back is a screw down case back with the Royal Air Force badge. And one cool thing with the watch, it is licensed by the Ministry of Defense and approved by His Majesty's Armed Forces. Running the watch is the COSC Certified Salida SW200 movement, which is great to have that COSC certification in a watch at this price point. The winding action feels good, has a bit of resistance. It's by no means hard to wind, but it's not silky smooth or anything either. The movement is a high beat 26 joule movement with a power reserve of 38 hours. Back to the crown here for a second. It is a large signed screw down crown with that red accent, and the threads are machined extremely well. It just finds the threads right away and screws back in very smoothly. As far as the strap goes, I'm not going to go too in depth here because this strap isn't actually available as an option with this watch. This is a review model that's made the rounds to a few other people. I'm not sure if when they put this strap on the watch, they hadn't fully decided which straps it would be available on at the time. Hard to say, but I do like the quality of the strap, and I'd expect the strap options to be nice too that are available for the watch. There is a tan suede. I think it's either suede or just a leather, but that looks really nice from pictures. You can get this also on a bracelet, but it looks best on leather, I find. Size on the watch comes in at a case width of right at 38 millimeters. The lug to lug is 43.5 millimeters. Lug opening is 20 millimeters, and the thickness is 11.9 millimeters, including the crystal. The crystal is a box sapphire with an anti-reflective treatment, and the water resistance is 150 meters, which is quite rare for this style of watch. And here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. And man, it is hard to find much in the way of negatives with this watch. Considering the price, they pretty much give you everything you'd look for in a watch like this and even exceed expectations with that larger water resistance and the COSC certified movement. I think it's a really cool release. As far as cost goes, these start at 1,080 USD on a nylon strap, and on bracelet, the MSRP is 1280. Link to where you can find these will be below. Appreciate you taking a few minutes to stop by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye bye.